Welcome to the program.
Hello, Dr. Cloud.
How are you?
I'm doing well. Just, giving a call when my babies are sleeping.
How old are your babies?
Let's see, I got an almost 6-month-old and then an almost 3-year-old.
Oh my gosh, I bet you wish you were sleeping.
I do, but I always wish I was sleeping.
Oh, I remember those days. I had our youngest daughter on the show yesterday. She's 18 now, and I actually got a text from somebody on our team last night of what we used to call the witching hour. It's that time between like 5:30 and 7:30 where you got to do
Oh,
dinner
yes.
and baths and all that. And he sent me a picture of the chaos, and Tori and I were just nodding our heads, going, "Ah, 18 is better."
Yeah.
Great years,
I
great
know,
years.
I
Wouldn't have
know.
missed him for the world, but I know why you want to take a nap.
That's right.
Anyway, so
Yeah.
how can I help you?
So, yeah, that's a good question. I would just need some direction, I think, on how to heal a relationship with my husband's brother and how to move forward after a big blow up.
Your husband's brother, all right.
Hmm.
And what
Yeah.
what was the blow up, and how broken is it, and how sane is
Oh,
he? And
gosh. I mean, I guess well, we had a big blow up. We're building a home. It all came to a head. So I've been with my husband for 13 years. And so we've had our issues over the years, and I've always just kept my mouth shut, typical people pleaser, and
what do you
tried to
mean?
let things
How do
go,
you?
but really
What
I
kind of
haven't.
issues? What kind of issues would you have with a brother-in-law that you keep your mouth shut about?
Um, just how he treats people,
People or
how he
you?
treats, well, girls, women, okay, women, me. I just feel like he's always thought I've come in between him and his brother because they're like super
I
best
hope
buds.
so.
Yeah,
You're his
they're super
wife.
close.
I hope you're number one,
Yeah. Oh,
bro.
yeah. Yeah.
Um,
Yeah. So that's kind of hard sometimes, right?
okay, so
So
what's the question?
we're
What
building
what
a
do you
home.
you're building a home? Is he
Yeah.
the
So it all came
contractor?
to a head.
Please say no. Please, God, don't let him be the
No, 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 no,
contractor.
no, no.
Okay, good.
No. He just decided one day to go in and show the house to some friends while we weren't there.
Okay.
And so I was like, hey, it's kind of weird. Maybe next time. I was a little passive aggressive, I think. But I didn't want to offend him, right? I didn't want to make any issues. So I was like, it's kind of strange not to be there. Anyway, got into a big fight. A couple days later, he got mad at my husband instead of texting me about my response being passive aggressive. And just, I went over there to try to have a face-to-face conversation with him by myself. And he just like blew up on me and told me I've been a wedge in his life and his
You've
family,
been
between his brother and his family.
you've
A
been a
wedge.
wedge. A wedge. Okay. Yeah. All right.
Yeah, like and that I've just I guess ruined his life. I don't know. Anyway, he was really mean, and I've never really been yelled at or spoken to in that way. So I'm still holding on to it. Like I don't know how to go forward. He had
Oh,
unfollowed me and blocked me on
okay,
social
great.
media.
Let's put him aside for a second, and because I want to find out the real power that he had. Are you and your husband okay? You told your husband about this, and you and your husband okay?
Yes, we're doing okay
Okay.
as I can with someone who's his best friend.
Okay. Your husband's not holding it against you. Why'd you do that? You've caused trouble. Blah blah blah. You guys are okay.
No, yeah, we're
Okay.
okay.
Your husband knows his brother's a problem.
Yes.
Okay. What does your husband do about that?
Nothing.
Nothing.
He and their relationship is the same as it kind of got bumpy there, but now they're the same. They just got back from a kayaking trip.
So
Everyone's moved on, I feel like.
his brother treats him well.
Very.
Very.
Mhm.
Okay.
Very well, yeah.
All right. Well, let me tell you what I think your options are. Uh,
Yes, please.
spend much time in the book of Proverbs in the Bible. You ever read the book of Proverbs?
I have.
Yeah. Okay. If you go, do you have my book, Necessary Endings, by chance?
I don't.
Okay. There's a chapter in there called The Wise, the Fool, and the Evil. And where that
Mhm.
comes from is in the book of Proverbs, there are basically three different kinds of people talked about, or three different kinds of behavior that people tend to kind of live out. A wise person, it says, is a person that listens to feedback and corrects themselves when they are corrected. When the light comes to them, they adjust their behavior to meet the truth. So if you say, you know what, that felt kind of weird to me when you brought the people into our house. Uh, I don't like that. Could you give me a heads up next time? A wise person would listen to that correction and go, oh my gosh. And it says there's three or four things that a wise person does. They thank you for it. Correct a wise person and they will be grateful. They'll love you. They're happy that you did that. They appreciate, gosh, oh my gosh, I never thought about that. I am so sorry. I won't do that again. But thank you for
Mm.
telling me that. I should have known that. And they correct themselves. And they say, correct a wise person, and they get wiser still. They turn into a better person. That's what happens when we get feedback, if we're wise.
Mhm.
And then it says there's another category of behavior called a mocker or foolish behavior. And here's what categorizes foolish behavior. And I want everybody to listen to this because you're going to hopefully hear. Kaylin's not going to make this mistake because she's going to listen to the book of Proverbs. But I want others to not make this mistake
Yeah.
always, because some of you are already making this mistake. Here's what it says: if you confront a mocker, they will cast insults upon you because they don't take feedback.
Mhm.
It says, if you
Right.
confront a mocker, they will hate you for it. If you confront a
Oh.
mocker, they're not going to change. They're going to blame, they're going to externalize, they're going to shoot the messenger, they're going to attack. All right, so
Mhm.
here's what the book of Proverbs says: do not confront a mocker, lest you incur insults upon yourself. So go to Google,
Mm.
go to Bible Hub. That's a good program, or others, and
Mhm.
just type in fool or mocker and go see what the book of Proverbs says. So here's the point.
Yeah.
Here's why I tell you that. This man has shown you what trying to have a conversation with him about his hurtful behavior is going to bring. All right?
Mhm.
You already know this, Kaylin.
Yeah.
Talking to him is going to do what? You tell me. What did I just tell you? If you go confront him, what are the four things that are going to happen?
He's going to, gosh, blow up and make me the problem.
Make you the problem. It's not going to change, and he's going to insult you, and he's going to hate you.
Yes. Gosh.
So now,
So
Kaylin,
insulting.
what are you going to do this afternoon? You going to go confront your brother-in-law or try to work this out?
No, and that's the
No,
thing I've been trying because I like to fix things, but I can't because I want to do it for my husband.
for your
I want
husband.
to make it better for him. Yeah, because he I don't want him to feel like he's the middleman and
Well,
I
that's
want to
his
make it
problem.
better so that he
How are you
that's
going to
fine.
make it better? How are you going to make it better for him? You can't control his relationship with his brother,
Right.
right?
Yeah.
So
Well, yeah,
we
because
we
they're
just took.
fine, but
Well, they're fine. So they're fine. It's
so
sad that
I
they're
don't have to
fine.
be fine. It is
What?
sad that they're fine.
I think it's
So I
sad
don't
that they're
have to make it.
fine. No, you don't have to make it better. Okay. Now, I don't give this a lot of hope, but what we just did, we didn't solve a problem. What we did was we took some options off the table that aren't going to work. All right?
Okay. Yeah,
Okay.
that's helpful.
That's helpful. Aren't I a big help? Haven't solved one iota of the
Yeah.
problem yet. I've just told you that, you know what? If
Mhm.
you've if if you if you have a migraine, playing the piano is probably not going to help. So don't go play the piano. All right, that's all we've done. We've said it's not going to help. It's only going to hurt you to talk to him about
Right.
this. All right. So what are your options? Well, one is you could just say, you know what, this guy doesn't want to relate to me, right? He doesn't want to listen to me,
Mhm.
so that's fine. I have other people in my life. Okay. A. B.
Yeah. Well, so how do I fit my relationship with with the cousins, with their son, where our property is going to be right next to theirs? How do I live my life with him right there always?
Well, it depends on what happens. I mean, you might have a great relationship with his sons. His sons probably know he's difficult, and most kids, when they have a difficult parent, they treat everybody as they kind of do as well as they can until you get. I would avoid as best you can avoid mix-ups, right? But
Right.
it may be fine. I don't know. We don't know till that happens. Okay, but
I
what
know.
you could do, is you could talk to your husband and say, you know what, my talking to him doesn't help. I called a shrink on the radio, and he said that probably wouldn't help.
That's
But
exactly what I'm going to say.
because we've proven that doesn't help. It's not theory, right? But you can talk to your
Mhm.
husband about, is there anything we can do about this together? I mean, do you want us do you want us to talk to him together and say, you know what, we'd like to all kind of hang out together. Joey, you and I have a good relationship, but you don't have a good relationship with the both of us as a couple. And can we get to the bottom of this? Maybe we could go see a family counselor together. Maybe he could talk to him on his own and say, why do you have a beef? Why do you have a beef here? And what's it about? And maybe resolve it with him. Maybe your husband could do
Mhm.
something. I don't know if that could happen or not. I don't know their relationship. Statistically, given his
Right.
behavior with you, I wouldn't give it a big chance, but maybe your husband has that power. He might. That's an option.
Maybe. Yeah.
And the next option is you just,
Yeah. I
in
think
his
I think it's just helpful to hear that sometimes things just can't get fixed. And then how do you move forward and
hey,
normalizing that
that's
relationships
exact
have
and for what
issues.
reason? In a relation, yeah, and some people don't want to play. One of my favorite Bible verses, it says in Romans, in as much as it depends on you, be at peace with each person. And
Right.
so you can control you. You can avoid him. You can talk to other people at the barbecue instead of him. There's a lot of different stuff. And then when a
Mhm.
particular issue comes up, what I would do is engage your husband to deal with it, because he's the one that's got to step up here if anything's going to be done. Okay.
Got it. Well,
Sorry
thank you.
that you can't fix him, but you can
I
have a
know, and
very nice.
that's me. I it's
Grief.
hard for me
Go
to
back and
know that
listen to the beginning of the
someone doesn't
program.
like
Get out.
me. Yes, yeah.
Well,
I will
well,
again.
how could anybody not like you? Obviously, he's got, you know, he's got some issues. Okay. Thank you. Thank you for your call, and let me know how it works out.